Good morning. My name is Buxton Midyette. I'm Vice President of Marketing and Promotion for Supima. And on behalf of the 500 family farms that grow Supima in the American West and Southwest, it's my pleasure to welcome you to this, the very first virtual Supima Harvest Symposium. This has been organized exclusively for our licensed brands and retailers, and I hope that you'll find this next few days really productive for your teams. Normally, every year in the fall, we have the great pleasure of hosting groups from across the country and around the world to come out and see in person all the work and care that goes into making Supima the world's finest cotton. This is a year like no other, but that said, we have worked really hard at Supima to craft this symposium for you and make it special and give you that firsthand view of what we do at Supima. The nice advantage is that you get to do that without any plane tickets, without any booking a hotel, without any sunscreen. You get all this experience firsthand through these virtual visits. We've got our sessions organized into 3 two-hour sessions. Day one, we're going to be focusing on Supima and growing Supima with a virtual farm visit and then a panel on sustainability. Day two, we're going to look at processing, including virtual visits to a cotton gin, as well as to the classing office, and then a panel on traceability and authenticity. Day three, we'll wrap up our symposium with a focus on marketing and promotion, with initial presentations on Supima quality and Supima marketing activities, followed up by breakout sessions with longtime Supima licensees to share their own experiences on what works for them in Supima in terms of their product and recommendations on marketing, what's been successful for them. Just a few notes on process. We encourage you to ask your questions through the chat. This will be done privately directly to the host and won't be shared with other participants. And we'll do our best to answer those questions directly. Also, let us know if you're having any technical difficulties, and we'll do our best to resolve those as well. It is now my pleasure to introduce Marc Lewkowitz, President and CEO of Supima, to open the symposium with a keynote address. Marc, please come to the podium.
Thank you, Buxton. I appreciate the introduction. These are challenging times. We've been really in a unique environment since the beginning of this year. 2019 was an exciting time for Supima as an organization, as the number of our licensees were growing. We were on track to hit over 600 licensees globally in over 50 countries. And the partnerships that we'd nurtured and developed had really matured and were growing. We were onboarding new brands and new partners on a monthly basis as part of our journey. 2020 has changed everything, and people can talk about 2020 in terms of hindsight. I don't know what people could have done in terms of hindsight and what they view of what's happened so far that would have fundamentally made a lot of changes to where we're at today. But I'm here today with Supima to tell you we are continuing our efforts to be your best partners in helping you create a story of relevance, of importance, of quality, and meaning that you can share with your buyers, with your customers, and connect together such that we have a much more elaborate, collaborative, enhanced story that reaches out to a much broader audience. In 2020, we were looking at trying to create ways of enhancing what we learned last year from our harvest celebration. And now, as you can see, we're in a virtual world. Everybody is separated, physically distanced. We're trying to connect on a global basis, and none of us are traveling today anymore. Our meetings are all through Zoom or Google Meeting or Team Meeting, and we have to find ways of still being able to connect and share that intimacy of real meaningful conversation of what will drive products and programs forward. One of the things that we've also seen is there's a change to the landscape in terms of how our brands and retailers are looking at the marketplace. What are the products that are valuable and are encouraging customers to engage with the brands? How can we partner with them with messaging, with information, with marketing materials, with visuals, something that we can connect with them on social media and on their websites. All of these are really dynamic things that are really relatively fluid and really exacerbating challenges that we've never seen before in the same kind of dynamic that we're in today. These are not easy times, and it's been challenging for the grower as well. If you look at what's happened to prices over the last year, they've plummeted to near historical lows. The University of California State School System, in conjunction with the Extension Office back in 2012, estimated that the price of production of Supima cotton was $1.22 a pound. So you can imagine the growers' demise and challenges when they see $1 a pound for their cotton. It doesn't work and it's not sustainable. We can't continue, the world can't continue on a process and a model that undervalues the hard work that goes into creating the best of the best in terms of the cotton fiber that we promote and we work with our partners for. These are challenges that are not going to change, but they're ones that motivate us and they're ones that drive us to connect closely with the partners all the way through the supply chain. We have 3 days of excitement ahead, as you heard from Buxton in terms of his opening remarks, talking about the different aspects of our event, getting to learn a little bit more about the production processes and the ginning processes, and then hearing more about the marketing aspects of that business that we do. It is a time for us to collectively work together. We're going to have to do a lot of hard work in the supply chain to be authentic about what we do, to be honest about the prices and the wages that are paid throughout the supply chain, to make sure that the products are sustainable, responsible, and then deliver messaging that goes along with those to our brand partners such that the consumers can be excited about making smart choices in buying products that are durable, lasting, comfortable. And when we talk about the new work environment and the world that we're in, we should be hitting a home run with the work for home environment. Everybody wants to be comfortable and casual now. I bet many of you that are watching are either in your sweatpants or sweatshirts and enjoying the comfort and lounge of home while being serious about the work that you're doing. We're the same. We're at home, our offices are still closed, but we're making the best of this environment. And here in this virtual session, we're trying to reach out and connect with you and share our message to do the best that we can, not only for our growers, but for the manufacturers and our brand partners, and to build that collective and cohesive supply chain that will help drive things forward. I appreciate your attendance. I hope you participate in most of our segments, and please feel free to pick and choose what's most relevant to you. We as staff are always here and available to answer questions anytime you have. Do not hesitate to reach out to us, and I look forward to working with all of you going forward. And we're here to support you together, and collectively we will make it through these challenging times. With that, I'd like to turn it back to Buxton, who will introduce the next segment of the event, which will be talking about the farming aspects and how American Pima cotton has grown. So with that, I'll call upon Buxton to come up on the stage and take the program forward. Thank you very much, and look forward to seeing you soon.